everybody, welcome back. Okay, we're continuing with making the plan. This is the big...
Thanks, Candy.
Yeah. Making the plan. Hey, I got some special brownies if you want them.
You know, speaking of special brownies, it occurs to us that girls are a lot more suggestible when they've had a little bit of extra treats. So, who do you get your special brownies from?
Oh, well, you see, Frank, you know, he knows a couple of folks, but I know a couple of folks too that if I need something, I can get it. Frank normally gets me everything I need. For special brownies is very easy. He brings me the stuff I need for my special brownies. But, you know, if I need to, I could go to him on my own. It's just, you know, a lot easier if I got go Frankie boy doing it. He's such a nice boy, isn't he? He's such a helpful man.
Yep, he's a great guy. You know what? I would really appreciate if you could have him find something really strong for me, because there's a real big girl that I think I would enjoy.
I can see what I can do. What are y'all planning here? Having a little fun?
A little under the table fun.
Ooh. Well, if you need any help, just let old Candy know.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of kiss you on the cheek and like wander downstairs, or wherever else. I guess I don't know where you're at. Are you in the kitchen? She'll wander up your room then. I'll say if you're like in the kitchen or something.
Okay. Well, I think that could work.
All right, so that's sorted at the very least.
Yep. So starting the fire in the library difficult without getting to the library.
Correct.
And honestly, if we start the fire there in the first place, they probably won't call the fire department. They'll probably try and take care of it on their own. So perhaps we should start the fire upstairs. As I think you mentioned earlier, Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Deus Ex Erik here to help you out a little bit. Erik will probably suggest, since you were talking about goons earlier, maybe because you're just trying to steal and kidnap at the same time, you could hire on goons to help you out with this. You don't have to just use you guys.
Agreed.
Larger team, more for all the different moving parts.
Yes. I think that is a good thought. Samuel, you'd found some groups that might be interested and or willing.
Of course, we'll have to...
For the right price, of course.
Yeah, and we'll need to find a way to get a meeting with them, likely by just kind of going into their turf and letting them know we're there.
I can be very persuasive.
So this is like, I'm not saying this to them, this is mostly like to Tantus, but I still want to be able to get down there because I kind of want to put get a flash drive, stick it in their computer, do some shit, get into their informations.
Okay.
Get it on my USB, and get out of there. Get on my flash drive.
Yeah. Definitely doable. If you want to get down there, that's fine. To try to aim to do that.
I like information.
Yeah. Granted, you're not actually sure what all they have on there. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just want to check it out.
Okay. No, you could arrange for you to be
I don't need to be the sole person to go down there. I do like the idea of goons coming down with me so that they can knock out the majority of the people, carry up Christine while I'm doing this. Then we blow it up and get out. I'm just worried that when I try to get out at the top of the staircase, there will be flames.
Yeah, because the fact is, you're planning to go in as firefighters before the other firefighters arrive?
I'm probably not going to be a firefighter. I plan on coming in through like a window or something.
So you're going to try to break in?
While everybody is dealing with the fire upstairs, the fire's already started. I want to basically come in around the back, come in through a window with some goons.
Okay.
Something like that.
I mean,
You guys like
I
the
guess,
sound of that?
yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll me a cold
It sounds-
intelligence, Samuel? I'll give you this. Roll me a cold intelligence.
Let's go.
Div 6, we'll say.
You said 6?
Yeah, it's a 6. Just keep it simple.
Well.
Okay. You're not sure what they would be, but you're pretty sure that Tremere Chantries have defenses more than just probably the bunch of the ghouls you saw. They could have gargoyles. There are still gargoyles that are under the control of the Tremere. They also have defenses created through blood magic. So, something like a fire that you were talking about, that puts a big mess in all of that. But just breaking in through a window, you're not sure if someone would notice. It's like there might be a security system on that window, but the security system might not be one you can hack. Think of it that way.
Right.
So you're not going to be sure about that.
So we could all go in as firefighters. It's just that you would take a couple of extra goons and make your way down to the library.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fine.
Could we steal an actual fire truck?
Yeah.
Because if we could, we could stop the fire getting to the stairs so you can get
if
back
you
up.
would steal it before the fire, like really close to it, theoretically, I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah, it seems like it might be worthwhile to have the fire department actually arrive
And we
as long
split
as as long as we blend in. We just need to be fairly well hidden until they arrive.
Yes.
Which I can do easily. I think you would have more trouble, but then again, there's also going to be a lot of chaos, so should be all right. As long as we can find realistic firefighter uniforms.
We'll steal them.
Those shouldn't be too hard
Yeah.
to steal.
That's true. We might have trouble stealing enough for, well, depending on how many goons we get.
Yeah.
Because we need 4 plus goons.
Okay. So, you're thinking of getting some firefighting outfits, disguising yourself, getting in there as you start the fire. So basically showing up, like, set up something to set the fire in the upstairs. Show up pretty quickly as the firefighting company. As, you know, maybe you would have to make the fire visible enough that neighbors would call, I'm guessing.
Actually, we have burner phones, and giving the call from the burner phone would make it pretty suspicious, wouldn't it?
It could.
That is true.
And all we really need is to be able to see smoke.
Yeah.
So, ideally, if we could find a con man or con pyre to go in and plant it somewhere in the Tremere Chantry, ideally in the upstairs,
Yeah.
and then leave so that that person is not then
Present.
affiliated with the event,
Yes.
to minimize risk to them and therefore the price that they would be asking. Then we could then set it off at a time of our choosing and then get in there with the rest of the fire department and then do our business, and to some degree you wouldn't even need to sneak down, and actually it might be worthwhile if you and one or possibly all of us went down to the library together to ensure that any ghouls and vampires in the room were appropriately taken care of.
That
Because
sounds like a good idea.
Now,
I mean,
as long as we remain disguised as firefighters, they shouldn't be able to identify us as anything other than vampires. Or other than that we are vampires. So, hopefully, as long as we are quick and efficient, we should be able to take care of this and then get back up in the elevator fairly speedily with our Christine in tow. Yes. And we can leave the phone there under her desk.
We still will need the staff.
You still need the staff.
We still need to find the staff.
Erik is going to suggest that.
Yes. No, we do still need the staff.
Deus Ex Erik loves to say we probably don't have a lot of time.
No. So one of us could remain upstairs or somewhere searching for the staff while the rest go down to the library. Did we notice how many basement floors approximately, or how many buttons there were?
There were 6.
6.
Yes.
Okay.
You went down to the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of places to search.
That's a lot of places to search. If you're not even searching, that's it. Let's just say that it might be upstairs because there was 3 floors, maybe an attic upstairs.
Yeah, I was kind of figuring it would be upstairs, honestly, like in a study or something.
Well, as the
They
con man goes
probably
into
have some kind of main meeting hall too.
When the con man goes in, or conpire or whatever, if we can hire him, maybe his ultimate goal is to drop the package and locate the staff if he can, or at least find out where it isn't. Like eliminate the whole upper floors as long as it's not there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely. You can get if you find the right person, you can get them in there. Getting some goons to help you out. It might not be. You guys aren't the best at a fight. I'm gonna say that. So if you're looking for a fight when going down to the library, it might not work.
So what I'm thinking is goons with like machine guns.
We do have guns.
You can bring guns.
I don't know if they'd be able to get machine guns like sneaking down there without being vicious. Maybe submachine guns. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, firefighter clothes are very big.
That is true.
Not like heavy machine gun big, but submachine gun, I would imagine.
For sure. Yeah. And I imagine if we contact the right people, they'll be professional enough to know how to hide these things, how to pull this off. Probably better than we do.
True.
Speak for yourself. Okay.
Well, probably better than me, at least.
Okay. We still have a few moving parts, which we got to get done here. All right. So, plan right now. Get someone like Vampiric. Go in there, set a device that will start a fire. Get out. Maybe get some information that'll help you. You guys go in with a group of goons. Basically, like you're looking for. You'll probably tell them we're looking for a staff and to kidnap someone. You know, staff. You could give any kind of excuse. I'm gonna guess you're really like expensive artifact. You know, kind of thing.
Big money.
Big money for the right collector. You know, we know the right collector kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll cut you in.
Cut you in. Like some version of a team looks for the staff while another goes down to the library, and you're aiming for a gunfight. Is that at the library?
I mean, ideally, there will be only Christine there. But I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
And we've got drugs, too.
If you you get some drugs to grab her. The thing is, if you assume the library's in the condition that you brought down, the only reason there seemed to be armed guards down there was you.
That is true. It would probably be like more ghouls.
Just the 4 folks that were there previously. Maybe some more.
Right.
Which you weren't sure what they were anyway.
One of them spoke of the Tremere as if they were one. And Christine also spoke of the Tremere as if she was one. Or at least, she said we.
The thing about it is, like, a ghoul works directly for a clan. They feel included in it, especially if they're, like, working for vampires in it. It's like, if you had a human ghoul that was working directly for you, he'd feel part of the Ventru clan, because you're Ventru. He is...
And he's mine.
He is yours. Yes.
Okay.
So, granted, that could mean the other one was a vampire. If it was a younger vampire, even an older group, ghouls can earn respect as much as any vampire, or more than some, you know, depending on what they do. Age is one thing, you know, other things.
Particular services,
definitely. Can earn you respect that you have more than, you know, just junior members of your group. So the other one could have been a vampire. You know, Christine is supposed to be a ghoul. But, you know, beyond that, you're not sure about the others.
Right. So...
I'll give you a Deus Ex Erik here, too. Just because this is an interesting suggestion. You don't need to go guns blazing. You could go smoke blazing. If there's a fire upstairs.
Oh yeah, just get a smoke bomb. No one can see anything.
Well, with the exception of potentially Erik, that includes us, doesn't it?
Team Erik and Samuel for the kidnapping?
I don't think I have, like... Oh, no, I do have Auspex.
You have Auspex?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you have a level of Auspex. You have heightened senses.
Oh.
I totally forgot you had heightened senses. So, yeah, you could probably be able to detect things much better through the smoke and stuff. You'd still not be able to necessarily see, but heightened senses would give you a big advantage in that circumstance.
Right.
Especially if you bring the elevator down, take a look where things are, then throw the smoke kind of thing. You know, it's like, now you can know, like, where to run to kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And would know more or less when things change.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds pretty good. And you would be the best one to handle Erik should things go awry.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and you could definitely have Erik use his abilities as a backup, and maybe some goons if you wanted to.
I definitely have some goons with me just in case.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
one or two at least.
They could guard the elevator.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And then we can
And
blow
you
up
do know the position
library.
of the elevator in the building, so if you're quick enough, whatever fire that's starting won't affect the elevator for a while.
And if it starts high enough up and across the building, more or less,
Yes.
then as long as you come to the...
The elevator was pretty centralized, but again, like, if you're starting at one of the edges of the building with whatever happens, it could definitely take a while before... Fire does spread pretty quickly, but not that quickly.
Especially not when the fire department gets there fairly quickly.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So you have a kidnapping team in mind. You have a way in. How are you getting her out once she's knocked out?
I mean, I imagine all of them would be dressed as firefighters. So knock her out, and then they could both help carry her out.
Yeah.
And
Would you
the
want
two
it
of
to
us.
be noticeable that she's being carried out unconscious, or would you want to do something to disguise that fact of who either she is or something, or the?
Well, I
fact
think
that
it'd be
she's
fine that she'd be unconscious because of the smoke, right?
Yes.
Could carry a couple of them out unconscious. Have the goons pick up some of the randos.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the smoke got down there and they couldn't get out.
So yeah, like Erik has a vial of
Yeah.
drugs. All the goons have some vial of drugs.
Mm-hmm. So you'll try to like knock out a bunch of folks and take them with you, kind of thing, like a mass kidnapping.
Disguise it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably just dump them somewhere else
You
after.
You can pass them off to the other firefighters. The
Mhm.
real ones.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And we could like keep in touch with quick text messages, and you could just send a message whenever you guys are on your way back up.
We might need
Now-
an
And you
ambulance.
could head back to the.
So you might need an
Elevator.
ambulance, you said?
We might need an ambulance to transport the body. To transport Christine.
So you want to steal an ambulance and you want to steal a fire truck.
Well, I think only one of them would be important for us to actually steal.
I think the
And-
fire truck we just call the fire department.
Yeah, the fire truck's gonna
And
be
just kind
there.
of show up with them then?
Mm.
Yes.
Like wait till they're like pulling up and then like pop in or something.
Mm-hmm.
It could work. You could like figure out a way to like sort of stealth in with the group kind of thing.
Holy crap! I can use leadership. I steal like a captain's hat or badge or whatever,
You can make yourself look like a captain.
and I could start like shouting orders and be like, "You guys go in there, do this stuff," all that kind of thing.
You would probably want to be in a department farther away and maybe been like by chance in the area.
In the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could mark your whatever car you're in that it looks like when you're like something like it's got lights or something, or it looks like a car that like that firemen would use.
Mm.
That like you break equipment out of the back and like dress up, and then you could use your leadership. Okay, yeah, that might work.
Oh, this
Uh,
is
And
coming
then
together.
so you're gonna steal an ambulance, and maybe you have that filled with more goons or something. Ambulance goons.
I mean,
We would-
backup ambulance goons. They don't have to have nearly as much invested because they can
No.
basically be dressed like
Yeah.
They're
more or less
effectively the
basic,
driver. You know, a driver
Yeah.
and like someone
and like a
Like two
paramedic
guys.
looking
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
But they just both have like arms stashed in the ambulance, so in case
Mm-hmm.
anything happens,
Okay.
just in case.
So now we've effectively extracted Christine. We got a plan for it. We got a plan for getting her out. So now the question comes down to the staff. That's the last thing for you to get out of here. We've got you planting the phone, kidnapping her, getting her out, getting in there. So we got
Fire
something
blanket.
like over a
Fire
staff.
blanket. Will it cover a staff? Yeah, it will. You wrap it up in the blanket.
Okay. But are you like trying to make it look like a person or something?
No. You just have the blanket. So you bring the blanket in because blankets are useful for like not muffling, suffocating a flame,
Yes.
and it's also good as like a stretcher as needed, an impromptu one,
Mhm.
and it's made of fire retardant material, which means it's thicker and heavy.
Mhm.
So we get the staff kind of wrapped up in that, and I carry it kind of like a bundle and put it in the back of the car when we leave.
Okay, that could work. Getting it out. All right.
And
all
if
right.
anybody tries to mess with me, I'll be like, dude, this is my blanket, I brought it.
All right. So, finding the
I think it's
staff.
a good idea that we have them in separate vehicles as well.
Mhm.
Yes. So, and you'll be part of the team looking for the staff, and you're going to hope that your infiltrator will get the staff. So, right now,
So,
you need...
If the infiltrator doesn't find the staff
Mhm.
in like the upper areas where he or she is doing their stuff,
Okay.
then we've effectively eliminated those floors mostly
Yes.
and cut our amount of searching by a third or a little more.
Okay. So you need goons. How many goons are you trying to get for this entire job?
How many do you want, Samuel?
So I'm thinking there's obviously the 2 for the ambulance.
Yep.
I'm thinking like 2 or 3 to come downstairs and help.
Okay.
Would that be?
That
could
sounds
probably
good.
work. Yeah. You
So that'd
probably
be like
fit
5.
5, yeah.
And then I don't really know how many you guys want
Do
upstairs.
either you or Erik have skill in playing around with locks? Because you need a key to get to the buttons.
I don't know if Erik does. I have 1 larceny.
Let me check Erik for you because he could tell you.
Would it be like dexterity larceny?
Dexterity larceny, yeah.
I have dexterity. I have 4 dexterity, 1 larceny, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Okay, so you can try to do the lock there and get it to go down. Yeah, so that's...
I could give it a shot.
Yeah, you give it a
Also,
shot.
would you be able to smash the panel open? Like, is it just like a covering?
It was some kind of covering. It's probably not impossible to smash the paddling, but it might take
It's just
time.
harder.
Worst case
Mhm.
scenario,
Bring a crowbar?
Running
yeah.
a gun.
or Dawn can help with that aspect.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
because
we have
the
right now we have
elevator's up
4
top.
or 5 goons. Do you guys want any goons for your staff search?
I mean, the more people we have looking, the better. But the more goons there are, the more we have to disguise the fact that they're with us and not with the fire department.
And
Oh.
I will agree. Probably you could get 5 people in your vehicle, so two in an ambulance that would show up a little later, very easily. Maybe like even like 3 in the ambulance, have like 2 people in the back, 2 or 3, up to you, and 3 in your vehicle.
And I
with you
could certainly arrive with, a trainee or something.
Well, yeah, you could arrive with a full group of people, like in a good like a truck or something. You could have probably like 5 or 6 people squeezed in there. Let's say like you had a bunch of people in the back. That maybe a bunch of them are your trainees that you had with you. So that would be like 6 of you. And that would be the 3 goons that would go downstairs with them, and that would just work maybe 2 goons and then 1 with you.
And then 1 with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got goons. You need like, we'll say 6 goons.
Okay.
You need to find your break-in guy, your vampiric break-in guy. Where are you going to go look for that?
Probably Anarchs.
You're going to try the Anarchs. So we'll arrange that. So we have to do some kind of scene with the goons, some scene with that. You're getting drugs through candy. Doable.
Yep.
You're gonna have to
Good old
You're
candy.
gonna have to steal the equipment. That we're gonna have to worry about. And steal an ambulance and firefighting equipment. Okay. Weapons. And some kind of bomb. Which is probably gonna be separate, at least.
Well, the weapons,
So-
I feel like the
so
weapons will be handled by the goons.
Goons will probably could have their own weapons, but like things like smoke grenades, you'll have to get separate.
Oh, yeah.
They
Okay.
probably wouldn't have those. And that probably would also be something completely separate, because those are just made smoke grenades, than some kind of custom bomb made by a bomb maker to set a fire. And not really like blow stuff up like a fire bomb, unless one of you has the skill to make it. I don't think one of you has the skill to make that.
I don't think I have 1
Yeah, what-
craft.
I have no craft.
It would probably be... You'd have to have a knowledge of, I'd say, some science knowledge, plus craft.
I don't have science.
Yeah.
Got technology.
Yeah. Well, technology
Logic
can
bomb.
help, but like
Yeah.
you have to have an idea of like the science.
The goons might have contacts that would be able to provide us with those things.
Yeah, I
'cause,
was
like,
thinking,
smoke
like,
you
bombs
might be
aren't-
able to, yeah, if you're hiring from someone, you're like, we need like a firebomb from them. You could probably, when you're hiring the goons, you could probably even try to arrange for the same person smoke grenades, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
So you could try to get 3 with 1 blow there, so to say.
If not, could we phone the guy that sold us weapons in New York and see if he knows anyone that'll sell it to us?
Oh, maybe,
He
yeah.
might be able to help. Yeah, there's a possibility he could.
You mean Lars?
Yeah, Lars the mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That sounds good. Not Charles. Fuck that guy.
Charles, who is just the basically doorman / phone with the prince, who hates you.
Receptionist. Yep.
Jerk.
Maybe he is a receptionist. He specifically hates you people for unknown reasons.
I'm writing down the plan in my notes, by the way.
This plan has become kind of crazy, and I love it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you basically have, I think, 4 parts to accomplish, and one that you've already put
Like a heist.
Yeah, you have 4. You got to get the men and the equipment, ambulance, firefighting gear, and I guess get a vehicle that would be appropriate to firefighting, and maybe make it look like that. All keeping it to, I guess, British standards rather than American.
Mm-hmm.
And then also get a, and maybe not an inside man, but someone that can become an inside man. So.
Or inside vampire.
Well. Where do you want to start? What do you want to start with in this entire list of things? Candy's getting you some really powerful drugs. What kind of drugs were you going to ask from her? You can specify more details that might help you get stuff appropriate to the case.
I like the horse tranquilizer idea.
I'll be knocked on my ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to ask for something specifically that will knock someone down.
Yeah.
Like powerful tranquilizers or something. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can get a bunch of powerful tranquilizers.
Sweet.
Candy,
you are fantastic.
Is there anything else you
Yeah.
want Candy to do with this entire situation? Since you did talk about using Candy earlier.
Yeah.
No, I want Candy to stay at home and make sure she's well rested for when I get back.
Okay. You
Poor
probably
Candy.
want to hold off to the robbing of the firehouse and the ambulance until you're getting closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Within a night of that, at most.
Yeah, I think the first thing we should probably establish is either getting the goons arranged or talking to the anarchs.
Con man. Yeah. We need to get the con man first. Because
that might be the hardest to arrange.
Right.
Right.
Like if you're talking to criminals, depending on the type, like you don't need really skilled goons. Is the kind of thing what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You need
We
bodies more than anything. So that's not going to take very long to arrange. The equipment may be a little longer, but you're not asking for anything like major. You're not taking down a building. You want some kind of device that'll start a decent fire.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. Smoke grenades, pretty easy. In comparison to various illegal things you could get.
Right.
So, yeah.
I just realized it might be pretty hard to get like guns and weapons because we're in England and not America as well.
Yeah.
Not impossible, but yes, harder than America. But you're going to people that might already have some.
Yeah,
Right. And we already have our own.
that's true.
And we have laws. We can phone laws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We can definitely phone Lars and see if he knows someone or can help us out. And like worst comes to worst, we could potentially ask the prince. Although the less the prince knows about our activities, the less he can tell anyone else about our activity.
Yes.
We should have bought the tank.
I don't know how
Yeah,
you
but
would have gotten it here, but yes.
I was gonna say that would have
Yeah.
been real hard to get here.
I think you just mean expensive.
Yeah. I'm blowing my wad on this mission.
Just have a helicopter drop it on the chantry.
Exactly.
No keys though. all the like the systems ripped out of it or disabled or something so that they can't use it.
Exactly. Just a disabled tank.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. So I think Samuel, you need to talk to the Anarchs.
Hmm. I'll send my boy Anarch leader man, whose name I've forgotten.
Give me a second
Horson
because
Holden.
I believe that is correct.
I believe it is.
Because I didn't write this down ever. I just used information that I kept referencing because that's how bad I have been. Let me get that back out.
I'm pretty sure it's Horson Holden.
Yeah.
That sounds
Hortson
right.
Holden. Yep. Who's in charge
Mhm.
of...
Carfax Abbey.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna send him a text letting him know
Mhm.
that I've got a plan. Gonna need his help. Just see how he responds to that.
Okay. I think he would probably eventually send you a message of like a meeting time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably tomorrow evening, just because it's late, so we can kind of fast forward that. Is there anything else you're doing tonight then, though, since you kind of got a plan?
Like what time is it by this point?
Like late evening, I would say like technically early morning. We'll say like 1, 2 in the morning at this point, you know.
Okay.
So you could still do some stuff. It's just, you know, like you've gotten the vast
Well,
majority of things done.
I mean, I guess we could. Dawn, would you like to call Lars?
Yeah.
Because I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I'm gonna go just kind of wander around in the area around one of the people that Samuel figured out. Just like be there for a little while, wander
Scout
around,
it out.
come back home.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if somebody approaches me, I'll talk to them, but
Yeah.
just gonna be there.
Yeah, Nathan, why don't you first give me a, let's say appearance, let's say appearance performance. To
Could I go
blend in.
charisma? Oh, I don't. I mean, I don't
This is
really
not
want
like
to blend in.
like, but maybe like not attract attention to yourself necessarily. Unless you're going to try to attract attention to you.
I mean, that's kind of the opposite of what I want. I want people to notice that I'm there.
Okay, so you want people to notice you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just like obviously there.
All right. Then give me a streetwise wits to judge the place up to get an idea of what's going on around the area.
All right.
Skill difficulty 6, standard difficulty.
All right. Wits streetwise.
Yeah.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Okay. You kind of take a wander around the area, kind of take a look. You definitely do get noticed, because you're hanging around for a while, but no one seems to approach you necessarily. They kind of, it looks like there's a couple that are keeping an eye on you. You get an idea of kind of like a little bit of how the things work around the area. It seems like who in particular were going for? Like a gang member, a fixer? What were you going for? Like gang territory?
I mean, I guess I'm looking more for like a mafia style where they're a little more
okay. Yeah,
a little more organized.
I don't know who exactly it would be in London, so I'm not gonna like guess, but you can find like a type of mafia in one of the areas, or something similar to it at least. A little bit more organized crime, we'll say.
Yeah.
You kind of scout out their territory. It definitely seems like they notice you, and you get the feeling that someone follows you while you're in the area.
Okay.
Do you eventually try to lose them when you go home, or are you just gonna like?
I mean, I think it would be appropriate if I just eventually just disappeared.
Okay.
So I'll use obfuscation.
Yeah. So you'll kind of like go around a corner, use some obfuscate, and then just kind of like out of sight, out of mind, so to say.
Yep.
Okay, that is fine.
So they like come around the corner and nobody's there. It's an empty alleyway. You know, the usual vampiric disappearance.
Yes. Let's see here. I do think you need to roll me something, but I have to figure out what you're gonna do for said roll. Cloak of Shadows. Okay. So for that, you only have one. Effectively, you like go around a corner, stop in the shadows, and like in a place out of sight, and the guy just loses you and looks around for a while, and eventually leaves. So you have to kind of wait him out because you kind of have to be still.
Because I have to be completely still, but I'm like right up against a dumpster and a wall.
Yeah.
And I'm just gone.
Yeah. Okay. So you out of sight, out of mind. And you get an idea a little bit about how they're set up and their kind of organization, enough that you could probably safely approach them. Not 100% safely, but like, you know where to meet the right person, kind of a little bit when to meet the right person, maybe now.
Okay.
All right. Because it's late at night and they're still doing things, but probably not as much business as they like. Because it's organized crime.
It's probably like an early morning for me thing.
Yes.
Like.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Ish.
Let's see here. We arranged. So you're calling Lars, right? Was that it, Dawn? So you call up Lars. There's a hello.
Is Lars there?
Yes.
No, I know you're not Lars. Where's Lars to?
Oh, you want to speak to Lars? Okay. Yeah, I'll get him. How you doing?
Come on now. Put him on.
I'm getting him. I can talk and walk and talk and walk.
Okay. Why you walk and talk? Do you know anyone in London or nearabouts that we could get some supplies from, since we can't get from you?
Oh, supplies.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Make sure you're walking and talking though. Keep walking.
Lars, Bone. I don't know who it is. They know us. They're friendly.
She's actually talking to me.
They want to know people in London. I know people in London. My aunt twice removed is over there. I think she's still alive. Pretty sure my uncle twice removed's dead.
Oh.
I think a beset killed him. Cats and mice. Anyway. Hi! Who are you?
It's Dawn.
It's Dawn! Do we
were
know a
sent by the
Dawn?
prince. Wow.
I think we know a Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Hi. We were sent by the prince last time.
Oh! Which one?
The New York one.
Oh! Which one?
Helena.
Oh! She's not dead?
No, not dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's very rude of me. Dead again. I understand. I don't want to be rude. Oh, here's Lars. Here you go.
Oh, thank God.
Hello?
Hello. We're trying to procure
Dawn?
some...
Did you say
yeah,
this
it's
was?
Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Dawn.
Well,
Yeah.
hello again.
Hello.
What do you need?
We're trying to get some supplies here in London. We need to arm up a little more. And obviously we can't get to you right now, so we're wondering if you knew anyone.
Ah, I see. What are you looking for?
I think it was submachine guns, right?
Oh, we're looking for like smoke.
We're looking for smoke
Oh,
bombs
smoke?
and an
fire.
incendiary fire starter.
Yep, so smoke bombs and Something to start a fire, at least from a distance.
What kind of smoke bombs? Bombs, grenades. What are you looking for?
Something that we can like throw in and it'll leave some cover for us without
So like a
completely
smoke grenade
gassing ourselves.
more.
Yeah.
All right. Those are usually easy enough to get in comparison to a lot of things. I might know someone that can provide the smoke grenades. An incendiary device, you said?
Yeah.
How big a yield? What are you trying to burn down?
Like a 6-story building. We want to just burn at least the top floor to begin with. That needs to be on fire.
Okay, so rather than burning down an entire building, you're trying to burn part of a building.
Yeah.
That's definitely a little different, so something smaller. I can see if I know someone, or I can arrange something.
That would be great.
Yeah. Let me take a look around. Let me make some calls. Sure. It seems like an unusual request, but I'm sure you've got a great plan.
Little does he know.
You sense an air of sarcasm in his voice, definitely.
Well,
I'll send you some name of someone that you can probably purchase the smoke grenades from later on tonight. I can contact them, let them know you're coming, arrange a meeting.
that would be great.
Probably tomorrow night for you, judging his time. I'm gonna probably stay up late into the day. So
We would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. I'll probably just increase your payment, though, for me. So we'll worry about that later.
We'll worry about that later, yeah.
All right. I'll make some calls for you guys.
Well, thank you very much. Maybe I'll think about purchasing
wait,
that tent.
I'm sorry. Here. Rate wants to talk to you some more. Hi!
Hello.
So, you're in London. How is
Yeah,
it?
we're London. It's good. It's raining.
Wow! Rain!
Yeah.
We get
Lots
that
of rain.
here.
Yeah, we do. Not as much though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Uh-huh. Can you bring me something?
Yes. I'll find you. I'll find you a
Lars,
souvenir.
they're gonna bring me something. I have new friends.
I'll go find you some British things and bring them back
Can
to
you
you.
bring me a hat? Like one of those tall hats the guards have?
Yes. I will find you one.
Authentic?
It's authentic as I can get.
Wow.
I
What
gotta
else
go
do they
now.
have in London? Something else
How about
cool.
a hat?
I'll bring you some tea. That's British.
Oh, that's right. Tea. Oh. I don't really
bring you
like
some-
tea, but it's a gift, so I'll take
It's a
it.
gift. Okay.
Maybe
I'll
they
make
have some
sure-
good tea.
I mean, it's Britain. They're known for their tea.
That's right. Wow. Say hi to my aunt for me.
Okay, I will. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna find him that fucking hat. He's getting a hat.
Authentic.
As authentic as possible. If I have to murder a god, I have to murder a god.
So, I heard that wrong. If I have to murder a god, I have to murder a god.
Oh, jeez.
I thought we weren't at that point yet.
I mean,
Uh,
I like getting souvenirs from places, apparently.
you really do.
I'm a bit of a klepto.
You're really working on that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I get to steal something for you. Yes, I will bring you a gift.
I'm getting a hat.
All right. Okay.
How I'm packing that in my suitcase, I don't know, but I'll work it out, you know?
You have a private plane. You don't have to worry that much about people searching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have to pack suitcases. What if I don't have enough room? They're big hats. Have you ever seen
I'll-
them in person? They're big hats.
You know
Like,
what?
way down the plane.
There's always more suitcases. They're not that expensive.
You're gonna get Nathan to buy suitcases for you so you can have more suitcases to pack up. Alright. So, we've cased out the area, kind of got an idea about making a contact with the Mafia. I think we were talking about ending a little early. Yes, we started a little late here too, but I think we're reaching the point in time where we probably want Erik here anyway. Because it sounds like there's going to be some crazy stuff happening in the next
And who better for crazy stuff than Erik?
Oh, yeah, really. This plan
Oh,
is both
by the way,
wonderful and awful.
We have to plan this for a Tuesday.
It was Monday. It's going to be a Tuesday. You're planning it next week. But you're going to do it a week after.
Or it's Tuesdays and Thursdays that are gray, right?
I don't remember.
I think it is. Because I'm pretty sure he drove my car on a Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then Wednesday was black, and that was no good. And then
Yeah.
Thursday was gray again, and he drove my car again, and it was okay.
And it's going to be, I think we're working on Monday. This will be a Tuesday for the meeting with the Mafia and I guess others, and maybe meeting with the Anarchs too. Probably arranging both of those. So you could always plan it for a week ahead. Give yourself some time to set everything up anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because you're probably going to have to arrange for the same night, or like close to the same night, getting the ambulance and the firefighting gear, planting the device, having it go off, getting into the building, and getting all this stuff done and stuff. It's, man. And I thought I was only one heist game. Okay, you got yourselves a plan, but let's leave it here. So as I said, we wanted to end a little early. This is great. I'm very excited for this plan. This plan ended up a lot stranger and better than I thought it would. All right. So let's go around and see who everybody is, where they can find you and stuff. We'll go in the same order we started with today. So Dunce.
Hello. Twitch.tv/Duncebase here. That's pretty much it.
Yep. Okay. Bring Jess. God.
I am Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm very sleep deprived, so I might stream this week. So this should be fun now that I'm back. Yep, nothing's happened though.
I did notice that there was no couch behind you. Or bed.
No,
Or Rob.
not
Or
on the.
Rob.
Yeah, there's no Rob feet this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carpe.
I am the CarpeDM, mostly on Twitter, occasionally on Twitch. You can find my D&D stuff that I've run on YouTube, and been playing a lot of Warframe.
Yep. And as usual, I am... Tiv, who's not here, his links are in the chat or description, depending on where you're seeing this, if you're live with us now or watching this on YouTube. As for myself, I am Tantus Dracovin. You can find me on Twitch daily. I will be back for this Thursday. Season 2 of Madison Land is starting. I have been cramming to get a lot of setup for it, so I'm way ahead of where they are going to be at, and there's some things. We've one returning character, two players that have new characters, and 2 new players this season. And so it's a lot of change up on characters, and a lot of old characters have become NPCs in the town now. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be great. That's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 to 1 is the new time. So 4 hours evening. As for myself, I will be theoretically back tomorrow for some kind of stream in the afternoon. I'm not 100% sure. I've been playing way too much RimWorld because I love it. And, that's that. And as we were talking about the brownies, it made me laugh because I just started growing basically marijuana for my colonists.
Oh, shit.
It's smoke leaf, they call it there. Smoke leaf. And I'll be back in about 2 hours for the Arbutus Players Club over on Winter Bear Games. Well, Winter Bear's channel, Winter Bear Games, here on Twitch. So if you want to see me be a mob serial killer in a heist game, that's effectively what I'm playing. I'm kind of horrible. I am the hitman of the group. And I think that's about it. Oh, links to all my other places like YouTube and all that stuff is down in the description, or down below in the description. Remember to check me out on my Twitter, Discord, Patreon, all that. And I will be back next week with these people. Hopefully Tiv will be rejoining us. We might be still at 3 o'clock. We might be back to 2 o'clock. We'll have to see what's going on in the schedule. Whichever we are, I'll announce it ahead of time and let you guys know. But regardless, thank you all for joining me for this exciting day and for this. This has been a great one, once again. It always is. Even when they took a day planning everything, it was still wonderful coming up with the imagination of these parts coming together at this ridiculous plan. And anyway, thanks everyone. We'll see you later.